gonna cook. So, being casters, we gotta be on the caster side. Old Froggy is in there and he's ready to cook it up with Verify Gaming. Frog has been putting in a lot of work casting for EWGL as well as his other stuff he be doing. So definitely looking forward to see what he can pull out here on the other side of the screen. But honestly, we got a pretty star-studded lineup all through. Drizzy always making waves in the chat on Discord on the side of Ethereum. Got Ace, and on Discord, Maxwell in game, it'll be Gingy and Schizophrenics. So I'm liking who we got tonight. The EWGL, great league, great organization, getting everything done together, and this stream out to you guys on the main channel. So talk about our maps here. Where are we starting off?
Yeah, so we start with a Den Hardpoint, and this map has been very, very interesting to start the map. We get to see it on all three modes. It's one of those bang out maps, Bocage-esque, if you will, for Hardpoint, and we get to start there. So definitely fast pace off the rip. Then we head to a raid S&D where it throws it back. We get to go see one of those throwback maps that's a classic stand-in for Call of Duty as well. A lot of people know how to play raid S&D very well, so we'll see how that translates for both of these teams. Then we head to our new mode, Overload, on Scar, which is an interesting play because it's a very defensively heavy map on both sides, so it's very hard to score. We'll see how those teams elect to score the points when it does matter the most. And if we do go to map 4 and 5, we head to a Blackheart Hardpoint and a Den S&D to wrap us all up with a bow. But, realistically, we talk about a lot of these maps. The one that I look at the most is our map number 1. Den Hardpoint. Your team has to start off fast, and we're going to see that here first, ladies and gentlemen, as we load on into the map. But, Chef, tell me what you like about this map and these two teams as the matchup.
Yeah, Den Hardpoint, I'm going to be honest, personally, I don't enjoy how Den plays. I could cast it well, and it seems like the pros have a good time with it as well. But the middle area just doesn't seem that good of a spot that you can kind of rotate through. It's really the left side and the right side, and the first hill is just kind of a throwaway, as it is on most maps. I think it's more so on this map. And the one off to the side, on the top of our map there. I forget what that hill is, but that's pretty much where the center comes through for rotations. But I'm just not a fan of how the center of the map plays.
Yeah, and you see, as we open on up, Kaizen opens with a quick three-piece on for his side as he opens up hot on a 3-0 start. He's already moving up to make sure that his team has the correct spawns for this P2 side. And again, it does look good. The opening did favor the side of Autheryum off rip, but right now, the rotation battle does look to be favoring the side of Verify Gaming as they control the pace into the rotations again. But again, you can see the side of Autheryum already breaking through, and there you have it. Early rotations and early time probably for this P2 side. Gonna favor the side of Autheryum for now as they show the pressure through the middle of the map as well.
I like Drizzy here. Very important kill. If he could catch it, and he does off the headshot, he's going to anchor that spawn down. Is going to push all of the other teams all the way off the site. They're going to be 4 stacked on with no one on the flank. You're going to see 2 try and push through the middle on the Schizophrenics. He's going to be the gatekeeper here on this push. See if he can hold it for his team. Shots coming through. He probably stole his leg and still wins it with half his health up and trades his teammate out. They're going to lock down the rest of this hill. 30 seconds left, a 5 streak for Schizophrenics. All his kills streaking right now as everyone's pretty even up. They push right through the front door. It's not going to happen. A bit of a side door action. Gingy going to push off to a fresh mag here. Catch another one off to the side. Jumps off the map. It still finishes him off. That is almost a full 60 now going in their favor. Ethereum, nice start here.
Very great start from Autheryum as Schizophrenic finally does get taken down before he gets onto that 6 streak. And right now, they elected to not really fight for P1, but again, they're trying to fight back onto this P3 side. It's not looking very good for them right now as they do get the initial time out of there, the initial guy out of time there for just a second, but they still have to fight back on for this time as the score does tie up. Actually changes leads there for the side of Verify Gaming as the 2 dead goes in for the side for Autheryum. And again, back and forth kill board for now as we look into the rotations for this P4 time.
Yeah, this P3, there's a lot of angles that you can get onto this site. I've found the most successful is holding middle as much as you can and push the spawns off to one of the sides so that you can just filter them into it. But, you know, this garage not being part of the capture point, I think that opens up a lot of areas for them to come through, and it kind of flips a little bit as we push into this next one. Sorrow is trying to hold off this anchor. He's going to get taken out. That's going to open the door here. Is Kaizen now pushing in through the back to try and secure that anchor with Frogger. And if they can win this fight, they're going to be able to collapse in a little more. Sorrow going to push in through the front doors. Everyone's turned around, but his teammates do fall, and that's going to push him right into all four staring in his direction. It'll be real tough for them to push through and get Autheryum off this hill.
And you saw what Autheryum did there for a second. They were not worried. They took their time with that break. They understood they had two players in the back, and instantly, when they take those two players down, you saw the whole team swing back to the front site and absolutely do work. As that is right now why they have the lead. They're just a little bit better on rotations early. As I say that though, a 3 dead in the kill feed for their team again, and Autheryum looking to try to make shots happen as Ace is outside on the ledge looking for more kills. Papa in the middle of the map trying to find one. He does collect onto one. That's going to be the first kill. Headshot collect into as well. And the side of Veriphy Gaming gonna have the better for Hill, but they do not have the better side for P2 right now. And again, the fight still going down. Top hole fight is taken care of for now. Right now, it's just Veriphy controlling pace onto this P1.
Yeah, with every P1, it's all about getting the side of P2 spawns, and Autheryum has been in control pretty much the entire map. They just edge ahead in the score. See a lot of Frogger time on here. Ooh, stops before he finishes it. Look for another one, has the head, he can't get it. A big Frogger fan. He's sitting a little negative there, but does have the 39 seconds on the hill. And looking at the KD on the other side, Drizzy 15-9 with 30 seconds on the hill. Ace uncontested for a lot of time here. Not much setup for P2 either for the side of Veriphy. You see two push down, Frogger and Papa looking for that hill, but we got Drizzy again, the God Anchor, taking out Papa. Looking for another one now, going against Sorrow for the hit, and he's just going to walk away from it into the trap of Gingy, pulling off a nice double. Look at that spawn, brings him all the way back, and they solidify this lead now. 40, going 50 points ahead.
You can see the dominant pacing that this side has already implemented so far, and they look to continue the pressure, not really allowing this side of Veriphy Gaming to get in close into the hill. They're just allowing the pressure to go on through and not really be able to control any of this hill time, and you can see every kill knocks those players back further and further from the hill as well. And there you have it again, another quick 3 dead as we have rotations to P3. Veriphy Gaming is going to be there first, but can this side try to break, or is this where Veriphy Gaming start to stand on the hill and control the time into this one?
This is a really hard one to defend. There's a lot of angles you can come through, but they do have a little bit of a hold here. You have to win your gunnies, and that's a 4-man down as they're going to have to push out. Oh, they're spawning on both sides now. Drizzy is possibly going to get him to spin around a little bit. It's a little 1v1 action against Frogger in the back. Zares push on front. Seeing a lot of green light up in the feet. That's what you want to see. See Ace and Gingy pushing in. Ace catches his. Drizzy wins his in the back, and that's almost a 4-man down. There it is. Ace cleans it up, and they're going to swap out the rest of this 20 seconds. As Papa possibly going to slow it down a little bit, but he's going to get taken out. Looking for the next spawns. It looks like Veriphy might have another one. They need a full 60 to pull through here. Autheryum on that previous full 60 put them in that drastic lead and see what we could get done. But Gingy rotating through the middle. Like I said, sometimes if you get it, it works great. Beautiful nade finish there, cooked perfectly as Chef recommends. But here we go. It's looking like a lot of green. 50-50 clash onto the site. It's all going to come down to the gunfights and who has the angles. Frogger working his way around. See what he get done. That's one. He's going to be injured on this next fight. Can he win it? No, he can't. It's still on the side of Veriphy, though.
Yeah, Verify holding down Autheryum, trying to break on in for this time. But right now, they cannot win it here. They're just probably trying to elect to rotate here back to P1 and control this time. Not let them get too much into this game, back into this game. You can see the break coming through Red Room. Can it happen, though? 2 dead now. And now you see Verify trying to hold face here for this last little bit of time as it does get contested, but still in favor of Verify for now. As the rotates are coming on through Kaizen into the middle of the map as they have P1. I ran over Frogger, also able to not collect on one, unfortunately. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The rotates go on through, and it favors the side of Verify Gaming, but P2 is going to be in the side of him again, looking to favor them. They've had this P2 hill for a lot of the majority of the rotation of it. So we'll see what this side can do, and if they can even break back in, if you're the side. And again, more hills going back and forth. Pinstripe kill feed for now. As it slows on down, we head into that P2 rotation. We'll see what this team can do to keep themselves alive into hardpoint map number 1.
That's a very important flip there. P2 has been extremely solid in pulling ahead in the points as they can just about tie it up, if not a little bit in the lead here on P1. I think his time is numbered here, but look at this setup on P2. I don't think it's going to end here. It's going to go back and forth a little bit unless Autheryum can set up in their spots. They have been cooking it up on this hill. The pistol coming out, finishing it up. That's a full 4 there. Do we have someone left to game? Now that I'm looking at it, it's a 4v3 as we clean up the end of this map.
And unfortunately, I don't think they can end it in the circumstance that we are in now. It's above the point threshold to end, so they have to just play it out and maybe have that guy rejoin back, but it's not looking good for them, unfortunately. 229 and counting to 202, and the map still not being, is probably not going to be won now by the side. Unfortunately, this will be it, I do believe, here as they just stand on hill for this last little bit of time to collect. And that is probably going to be that, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be Autheryum taking map number 1.
Yeah, I just want to say I physically picked it up. He is using. I picked up in P1.
Yeah, what a upsetting thing there. The most important rotation of the entire game there. Verify has the advantage. They have spawns. They have the positions. And then Papa lagged out just as that P2 comes online. And Autheryum plays for trades, whether they knew it or not immediately. If you play for trades and you have one extra player, you're going to be ahead every single time, and that's all they had to do. They were the P2 Kings. Looking at the KDs there, Drizzy, the 25 kills, Gingy 25 kills, everyone looking real nice on the KDs. The hill time, over 2 minutes for 2 players there on the side of Autheryum. Very nice plays through Autheryum for the entire match there, and Verify goes to make a little bit of a comeback to the biggest hill of the game, and Papa lags out. Very sad. Like, what do you do if you're the side of Verify at the end of that? How are you supposed to come back for this on this next map?
You just got to chalk that map. GG, go next. Like, you just got to think about it that way, because it's not really, you definitely had opportunity to win that. Unfortunately, the lag out does happen. I do believe that if that lag out does happen, they maybe even take that map. It gets close. I'll put it that way. It gets very, very close as we head into P3, and they looked better on that rotation to P3 usually. So I gave them a betting fight there if they did have all 4 players. Unfortunately, they did not. They lose the map. But, you know, my first cast for EWG on main stage was this team as well. So we'll see how they bounce back. They bounced back very well into the S&D in the last match that they played. So we'll see if they can do the same thing here.
Yeah, hopefully they can figure out what happened to Papa. I'm looking at the lobby right now, and he's still not in. I'm not sure if they're going to be changing hosts, if we're going to be able to get quick matches coming back. Hopefully everything's all right with him and his rig. But this next map, Search and Destroy on Raid. It's a classic. It's been in a few Call of Duties. If you're not good on Raid yet, it's on you at this point.
Yeah,
They didn't change
right.
too much. You know, just it's a few visuals. Every car is in the same spot. Your nade hits are going to be in the same spot. Double nading, doing your stun checks, all that good stuff. It's all there. Are we going to see some sniping? Is it going to be through mid? Are we
yeah.
going to see it in pool? You said you casted this team before, so talk to me.
Mhm.
Do we got any snipers this season?
Yeah, we've seen some people pull it out. I do believe Kaizen is the sniper for the verified gaming side. So we'll see him probably pull it out. I'm not sure. Um, we'll see again if they've like tried to switch that role around. You know, some teams like to play with it where like, all right, this week you're the sniper, or like whoever they get the numbers back, and then they say, okay, this is gonna be the sniper for the year. That kind of thing. That's what a lot of teams are trying to figure out right now. So they're just maybe switching the sniper around, trying to figure out who plays better with it, who can get those first initial bloods. It's definitely something that has implemented very well into the Call of Duty game, in my personal opinion, especially this game. Yes, the snipers are broken. I understand that, but it it's what COD needs personally. It needs to have
Yeah.
something like that where you have to be careful in the S&D that
Yep.
there's a guy on the other end that's just gonna one tap you, because that's
You need that punishment.
yeah, you need that punishment, because there was never that punishment in the like earlier in some of the earlier titles. I think the
Yeah.
last time we had a sniper was not Modern Warfare
Modern
2.
Warfare. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Modern Warfare
Yeah,
2.
shoulder checks are free in games that don't have snipers. You're not
Yeah,
gonna die.
exactly.
You're not gonna die at all. You give that quick shoulder pop in, you got your free information. Someone got that sniper and they're, scuffed up, or they just got that reaction time. They're already half pressed on that button, just waiting for
Yeah.
one pixel. You're dead.
Yep.
They got it. And snipers will not let you have that at all, especially if they're real good with it. And if you're a quick scoper on top of that, which usually the sniper can do as well, easy dub. You have a 0 millisecond kill time as long as you can get that shot off. You're getting the kill 100% of the time. You know what they added? I think hands. They actually buffed the sniper. Hands are a one-hit kill now as well. So very very cool with the sniper. A lot of attachments to make it quick scope friendly. But if you're hard aiming it, pretty much like you should most of the time in this
Yeah.
professional setting, you lock down a lane. No one on the team. You're not sliding past. You're not super jumping. You're not doing nothing. You're literally just not entering that part of the map. I believe in this league, you're allowed one smoke as well. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, do you use that against the sniper? Do you use that for the plant? Do you use it,
Yeah.
against the diffuse? That one smoke is super important, especially against that sniper, because that's a counter for that as well. So, be interesting how the players use their tools available. I know a lot of them don't use snipers; they won't even see it come out. But
Yeah.
I
We'll
I always
see.
enjoy it. It changes the pace.
Yeah, we'll see how teams implement it. Are we
Players are loading into Den Hardpoint again. Not sure if that was a mistake or if they honestly want to run it back. But I believe in most rules for how far the game went, that would have been a fully legal play to continue going after a lag out. But we'll see.
Okay, and we're going to be playing again, ladies and gentlemen. We head on to map number 1. I think it's just a full replay there, so we'll see what happens as we head into map number 1. Hill time. Nobody on it for now. It's a little weird. We've already seen this map, ladies and gentlemen, but locked back in. We're here. The map does come back in. A teammate, unfortunately, spells the end for Autheryum on the hill time for now. We talked about them being that P2 merchant. We'll see if they continue the same prowess headed into the remake here, but that's going to be an early. Make it 4 for all 4 dead there for Veriphy Gaming, as they have the early rotations to P2, but they have 2 players playing into their back spawn. Dizzy making sure this play can happen, have control of this P2 for his team, though Tail does get taken care of back in favor of Autheryum for now. Papa does make a play out onto it to get the last little bit of time, but they have P2 side. You do not. You need to try to fly. Schizophrenic in the front of the map as well, making sure he can make a play. Does get taken care of. That's 3 dead. Make it all 4 again for the side of Veriphy Gaming.
Yeah, it was very important for them to see the map 1. It's why, if you're the team that won, you don't usually want a replay, because they've seen a lot of your tricks. They know their faults, and the team that win, one, doesn't know the faults of their own because they won, obviously. So seeing that replay, they know that P2 was their weakness. So Veriphy is going to fix that, counter it, and play it a little bit differently. And we're seeing a much different team here at the start. Looking at this 60-13 lead is huge. It wasn't pretty tied up last time until Autheryum took that lead. So it'll be interesting to see, how different strategies come through with the replay.
Yeah, definitely. So, it's one of those things we talked about, this verified side being very good at this P3 side. If they get that P2 side on their back as well, it's another hill that they can try to chain together with this P3. But as I say that, it is Autheryum that is going to be in first on the hill for now. They get the initial time. They're only down about 20 points, and they look to try to take the lead here. The hill time now going green for now, back in favor of the side of Veriphy Gaming. They break early and collect onto the time. Getting this 30 is crucial for them. They do not want to give it away to the other side at all. And you can see the fight still happening. That's going to be another 2 dead quick for this side of Veriphy, and inside, more kills happening. Sorrow trying to make a play onto hill. He knows players are going to try to fight for this into the back as well. They're going to try to fight through him and maybe push to the back. And again, the kill's still not going either way, and for now, it is going to be Autheryum that takes the hill for the last 10, but they are still down here about 40 points, and they need to try to have this hill to win, to bring themselves back into the map.
Yeah, looking at the spawns, I like Frogger down there. He did just bring his teammate there, Kaizen, in next to him with a spawn. The game spawned Sorrow out and put Papa a little bit further, so not too much of a spawn advantage. You see him just have to filter in and just get killed. Drizzy really holding it together here. I keeping a lot of the stats from last game. Not going to matter through here because we are on a fresh set. Everyone gets to start over. Papa getting some nice kill. That's almost a full out. It is only Gingy there on the site. Frogger gonna clean it up now as we got just 20 seconds. Let's see if they can start rotating into the next hill. Ooh, that's a beautiful kill. He almost got caught mid-jump there and falling to his death, but still gets it. It's very interesting with those roof plays because you have to keep moving or you just fall to your death. You have to commit to everything.
And Frogger just absolutely running through the whole entire lobby right now. He's letting them know that this map is going to be theirs for sure, as he does get a team kill, unfortunately, there. And he does collect onto it again. The team is going to be spawning out, and unfortunately, Gingy going to collect onto Frogger there for that trade-out kill. But his team's going to be in hill, as that's another 3 dead. Can they get the 4-man? But they are just playing their time correctly. Guns going out, nades going out into top window, pushing that player back now from the side of Autheryum Gaming. And again, middle fight gonna happen. Sorrow knows players here. It's gonna be another quick 3 dead for the side of Veriphy as they control the pace of play again with a huge lead going into the P2 side with spawns to their back.
Yeah, Drizzy was trying to anchor that P2 spawn, but sitting 5 and 14. This is not his game, and he just played it. Must be doing the same exact thing, and that's what I'm seeing. And Veriphy was able to adjust. The adjustments are insane on this one. They were not letting that slide. 21 and 8 for Frogger, 15 and 9 for Papa. Hill time, over a minute already for Kaizen, almost a minute for Sorrow. Everyone's stacked on the side of Veriphy. Everyone on the side of Autheryum looking pretty weak, not gonna lie. But here we go, it's off to P2. This was their strength, and it's become their weakness. They don't have spawns, they have position, but they don't have the gunny. They don't have the charisma. They don't have the sauce. They got nothing here. And they're just getting walked.
Yeah, definitely so right now. It is not looking good for the side of Autheryum Gaming on the replay right now. But they do have control of the hill. They're holding it from the front. They have to rotate to P3 to try to keep themselves alive. We've seen crazy comebacks happen in this game already. I just believe that this game breeds it in Hardpoint this year. You're going to see some crazy comebacks, definitely. We'll see if this one can be one of them, as Dizzy does collect onto the middle of the map. Ace is going to get collected too as well, as the plays cannot happen onto P3, as I ran over Frogger, going to be able to collect onto as well. And there you have it. The kill is still going. the way of Verify for now. They flip out the spawns. They have a better side for P4. We've seen this before, but they need to try to hold down as much time for the P3 as possible. Nate Kill does open it up for Gingy, but we'll see if they can get on the hill. They do so as Frogger is going to play into the middle of the map. They have to have this early check or it's going to be an interesting timing. And again, middle of the map play can't get collected onto, and it's just Verify Gaming holding down the hill for now.
I'm not seeing a lot of adjustments coming through on the side of Autheryum, and Verify is really adjusting well here. We're getting scrap. They're rotating onto the next already. Looking at the score, they're almost 100 up on the other team. It was getting close there, but Autheryum wasn't able to capitalize. And here we go again. They got anchor, they got spawns, they got there first. They have the positions, and they're having the gun skill. They have everything they need in their arsenal to get greased up in greatness here, as they are just peppering them in perfection, with now hitting 30 kills for Frogger, 7 streaking, over a minute on hill, and on the stream, going for it again. Jeez, 31 kills. Frogger is hopping around like crazy, slaying.
Yeah, he's just being allowed to run, like, literally straight down the throat of this Autheryum side right now. He is being not contested at all on some of these plays as well, as Ace does collect onto him. But again, the hill time still in favor of the side of Verify Gaming for now, as this last little bit of time is going to go their way. I do think they can finish it here as well, as we'll see how it finishes out. That is going to be the map. Oh, never mind. We head back to another P1. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen, as right now it is going to be the side of Autheryum holding it down, but for how long can they do so? And there you have it. It is Verify Gaming taking the map 1 on the rematch. 250 to 121. Just not allowing the other side to even have space for a breath in this one.
Yeah, I mean, completely different team. It seems like they subbed out all their players and just kept their usernames, because we didn't see any of that from Verify on that first time around. Frogger, over a minute on hill, 30 plus kills. I mean, he was giving us, there we go, 33 kills. He was giving us a show, 100%.
Yeah.
Like, just wow, for all of Verify, all of their mistakes, they didn't do twice. You know, they kept all their players, was the first mistake. They did not lose P2. They did not get late to rotations. They had the gun skill, and I just saw Autheryum try the exact same plays, and it just wasn't gonna work. They were reading it like crazy, and Verify came back buttered in brilliance for that one. So we can finally see Raid Search and Destroy coming up next.
Yeah. Yeah. And, you know, a lot of what you said was true in that map. You know, you were talking about how the team that lost the rematch, they come back in with a new life on the map as well. They saw what they did wrong. They know what the other team was trying to do to them, and now they implement their play style. And you saw that exactly with the side of Verify Gaming in that rematch here on Den. We'll okay. Okay. So there was a GA break with a fast mag on the NPC. I'm assuming. So we'll see if that yeah, that all that stuff and the lag out why we played map number 1 again. So we do appreciate you guys for that. We just got that information from production in the background. Thank you to production. Huge shout out to that as well. But Chef, tell me, what are you thinking so far?
It's hard to think now the way all that flipped. You know,
Yeah.
our first way we set was 250, 202, and then it completely flipped. The other team gets 250, and Ethereum ends 121. I mean, it was a little embarrassing most of the time there for them. You know, Drizzy, solid first time around, anchoring it down where he needed to. Great rotations for the whole team, great spawn captures. Ace and Gingy end it with over 2 minutes on the hill. You know, big wins. They had a full 60 on P2. Uh, and it's still interesting they reset, because apparently Frog was the one that committed the GA, and Papa lagged out, so both were against the losing team. Autheryum had a fast mag. Okay, okay. They just tagged Frog in the chat. Got it, got it. Okay, so both teams screwed up, so that caused the entire reset. Very good. I'm okay with that. Off to S&D then, I guess.
Yeah, I do believe we're going to get a lobby reset here, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in just a couple minutes. Thanks for joining us. As the next map comes in, remember, raid S&D. When you're joined back with us, we'll see you in a couple seconds.
Oh my. Oh my god!
Hardpoint identified.
Oh my god! Dead. Go on. Dead. Oh.
Oh, good win.
Only 22. It's 22. Oh my god!
Oh my. Oh my god!
Hardpoint identified.
Oh my god! Dead. You're on. Dead. Oh.
Oh, good win.
Only 2. At 22. Oh my god!
Oh my. Oh my god!
Hardpoint identified.
Oh my god!
good win.
Only 2. 22. Oh my god!
Oh my. Oh my god!
Hardpoint identified.
Oh my god! Dead. Go on. Dead. Oh.
Oh, good win.
Only 2. 22. Oh my god!
Oh my. Oh my god!
Hardpoint identified.
Oh my god! Dead. Go on. Dead. Oh.
Wait, right to the game screen.
Gentlemen, we're joined back. Sorry for that long break. We do appreciate you for joining back with us. There are some rule sets that had to get clarified into it. So it is going to be Veriphy Gaming taking map number 1 on the redo. So we'll see map number 2 now. Chef, talk to me about map number 2. Talk to me about this map a little bit.
Yeah, so, you know, the sniper is important to see who's going to be running it. No one pushing out here. You know, with all the drama pretty much from map 1, it really sets the stage for map 2. You know, do you put it behind you and just move forward? Is it stuck in the back of your head? It's going to play a big role here. Papa is the first blood taken out here. Gingy is possibly going to get taken out, but he does get away from it. He's the bomb carrier. See where he could get done here. Sorrow falling. It's looking like a Autheryum start, but Drizzy is going to get caught off here. Bombs rotating every which direction. Kaizen pretty much locked down that whole side, and Frogger's on the other side, catching his kill, kind of making 2 players the entire map coverage, which is crazy. Frogger is holding it off in the hut. It's exactly where you want to be for this B site. See what he can get done.
As you see,
Here
he is going to be taking a water route there for a second. Sniper in the hand of Schizophrenic. He's going to collect onto the first blood. Actually, it's going to be Kaizen that collects onto him. I misspoke there. Now Ginge left up by himself. Bomb on back, though. Doesn't have to collect that back. Kaizen just looking to try to find a play here. Bomb is going to go down to this A site now. We'll see if Frogger can make the play onto it, or if it's going to have to be a 2v1 retake for the side. It is going to be that. Verify, electing to take that 2v1 to see where this player is at. Kaizen having the pistol out, just roaming around the map for now. He's going to try to pull out this play. I do believe he's going to good timing here. He does so. Sniper now down. Now it's a 1v1. Frogger versus Ginge. Both SMGs trying to make the first play happen for their team. And it's going to be Frogger that collects on 3 in the round and the defuse for round number 1 for Verify Gaming.
Jeez, look at that hand cramp there, too, trying to get that defuse. I love Call of Duty. COD timing, honestly, got him that last kill. It could have been anyone's, whoever was looking which direction. He knew where he was, so Frogger had the advantage on that side. You know, those 3 kills, he was working his way around the map, playing power positions, and, you know, at the end, the timing just worked out for him. So good on Frogger. It looked like Verify had it, and then it looked like they didn't, and then they ended up getting it. So very, very interesting first round there. I'd love to see what else Kaizen can get done with this sniper.
Yeah, we'll see when we open up into this round.
Nice smoke.
Straight play right through the middle of money. We're going to the B site. They already have the play through. They're already running through the map. They know what they want to do. Bomb is going to be going down to this B site. I do believe the play is going to happen now. Pass bomb on back. Gonna collect on to first blood as well. The stun does go out to get information on over. The rest of the players from the side of Autheryum trying to rotate on in, but it's Frogger collecting onto another one in money. Kaizen now in money as well, as he's going to get a free B2. Only one person left up. Ace now left up in a 1v4 with bomb down, having a lot to manage here. Nate does go out, spot out as well. Shot through the wall. Ace knocked down to really low health. Nothing he could really do with this one.
Wow.
And that's another quick round from Veriphy Gaming. You saw that play come straight through mid. They just executed perfectly onto that play, and that's really what won them the round.
Yeah, guys, clip that round and put it in your notes for your strats for your S&D games, and I want all of you to be running that at least once per raid S&D, because that was textbook. That is how you get it done. That's where you put the smokes. That's where you chow. It's where you put your guys. That's where you defend. That's how you plant. They did everything perfect. You couldn't ask for anything else there. Elite unit. Everyone did their job and then some. Frogger sitting on 5-0 with a defuse. He should be streaked up and ready to drop it. Let's see if the streak continues.
Yeah, we'll see if he can continue to get any of these kills. As we say that, almost caster curse-esque of the Frog does get ran over, unfortunately, on that one. First blood goes the way of Autheryum for now. And second, too. Now a 2v3 scenario. Kaizen still has snipe on back, looking for this play to come out mid. But the bomb is going to be on Ginge's back. It's going to be going down to this B site. Papa making a play onto it. Now making it a 2v2. It's another situation where Autheryum had the player advantage, and now they're on the back foot in this 2v2 retake.
Yeah, let's see what Verify can do through here. I'm liking the money back and forth. I think he's had a little bit of eyes there with the switcheroo. Gonna get pushed up. He's down to 25. Gonna get traded out. Here, Papa comes in for the kill. Drizzy has the high ground, but he has to get over there and check bomb. See if he can get over there in time. There we go. He has the bomb as the head glitch, and Papa takes it. That is 5 streak now for Papa. Oh my god, with the plant too. So close to the streak in his pocket, and that is going to make them look real good coming into this next round. Look at the score 3-0 now.
Fortunately, it just feels like Autheryum has, the air knocked out of them right now. They do not feel like the same team that we saw on that first play of map number 1. Unfortunately, just not having a great time right now as we head. We're 4 rounds deep. Not looking good. Ace still on that donut as well. Same thing with Schizophrenic.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, we'll see if they can get any kills going their way in this next round. It is going to be the offensive side for Verify Gaming now. We'll see how they decide to execute this A push. Going to be more of the play now. Papa already pushed up in the circle in the center ring. This is an interesting play. Throwing the trophy out, making sure everything gets the info over to his team. And again, first blood for Verify Gaming. Bomb still not down for now. Bomb does get taken out. Drizzy getting that absolutely money shots there. 2v3 scenario now for them.
Yeah, I see Frogger did not have the streak, and Papa was short of his streak as well, and he just died. So nobody streaked up in S&D. Those are always huge to try and get that Hellstorm in the pocket. But you're sitting up 3-0. You don't really need it. Wow, Schizophrenic going to get sniped there. And I love how you pointed out that Papa pushed up there. I think that was off of the frame of reference that Kaizen had that sniper. They had that ability to push up. He knows that no one's going to peek it. They have the advantage. Oh, man, with the kick, too, from getting shot, still connects. 4-0. Jeez, they are playing this so well.
Holy moly. Look at this shot again, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely flipped here onto that guy. Oh my god, Drizzy. Unfortunate scenario for there. You meet the boomstick of Kaizen. We'll see how this next round fares. It's still not looking good for the side of Autheryum Gaming. S&D not really going their way right now. 0-4 start for 2 of their players. They need to start to pick it up here if they want to keep themselves alive into this map number 2. We'll see a shot play the top window. Sniper going to be there in Kaizen. He does get knocked down. Oh, and he hit the shot. He gets a hit marker. Unfortunately, can't get it done, but Papa does collect onto first blood onto Ginge, making 2 now for the side of Verify Gaming. Left in a 2v4 with bomb on the ground is going to be Autheryum.
Yeah, and, you know, not even getting the kill there is still enough to send a message. You will not be showing a body part in that general area of the map again, because you know it's going to get taken off. And that pushed him all the way back. The call came through where he's at. There we go, Kaizen again. You just have to get the shot off. You're never showing a body part in that window again. You're going to have to push back. Call comes through. He's going to come back. Players there waiting for him. Beautiful plays with the snipers, doing its job. I really think snipers drive the pace of S&D when you get it in the hands of someone good. Kaizen KD may not be showing as good as Frogger's and Papa's, but Frog and Papa is able to get those kills because of the team effort. So good on everyone on the side of Verify in this S&D. 5-0, disgusting from Schizophrenic and Ace. They are getting seared up like crazy from the success of Verify.
Yeah, unfortunately, Verify just looking very strong in the S&D. We'll see if they can continue that pace of play. Kaizen really making sure there's nobody here onto this top window. Frogger already in through the middle of the map. As we look away from Kaizen, he's going to collect onto first blood. He's going to get collected back onto as well. Frogger just trying to make a play here. A lot of shots going down. Nothing getting in for him as well. His middle of the map still to play. Bomb kind of playing towards this B site in the 2v3 scenario for Autheryum Gaming. Now they make it a 2v2.
Schizophrenic's on the largest kill streak of this game for him. He's on a 1 kill streak. Got his first blood. Good for him. It is a 2v2, so both of these players have to really step it up here just to continue this match point that they're stuck on. Love the swap out here. Get the teammate up there, but puts him in a bad position. Frogger with the information. That is the difference. The key maker here for Raid is the jumps for information. I love seeing that from Frogger. As his name implies, he got the jumps. He got the sights. And, you know, they got the 6-0, which is embarrassing for Autheryum.
Jeez. Not looking good for Autheryum in the S&D. Papa finishing off where Frogger started. 8-1 is for him as he looks good. We continue the map. We head to Overload on Scar for our next map. We'll see how that looks for this team, because S&D, this is one to forget if you are this side for Autheryum Gaming.
Yeah, I agree. I think we shoot it to a break until we get this next map set up, and hopefully no GAs are called, and we get right into it.
Yeah. Yes, very so. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go to another break really quick. I do believe we're going to get a host change again. So, give us a couple minutes. We'll be back in just a couple seconds. See you then.
Oh my. Oh my god!
Hardpoint identified.
Oh my god!
Oh, good win.
Only 2. At 22. Oh my god!
I'll lead it in.
All right, good.
Yo, we are cooking it back up. It is Overload. The teams are all happy with their map 2 finishes. But I'd assume Autheryum isn't too happy. And, you know, getting 6-0'd, and then, you know, the first map, 250, 121. Very rough night for Autheryum. But before the replay, they won map 1. And I think off that reset, they got a bit upset, and it's still stuck in the back of their heads. They got to move past that. So seeing this restart here, map 3, they're on match point for the rest of the night. Can they take it?
We'll see if they do so. They open up early with a quick 3 dead into it, already trying to take this into scoring position, but it's Papa here making sure to try to get this play back for them, and they are going to be able to collect onto the point. They have blockers in position as well. This is a hard side to score on, but 2 dead now for the side of Veriphy Gaming.
I love the stun there on the carrier. That's what you want. It slows it down. And they're all in position to block it, like you said. But the main thing I've seen on Overload is locking down a lane. Like, he rotated to the complete other side here. A lot of people play this. He's actually going to get this capture. Oh, he doesn't get this capture. But, like, everyone in the map is staring at where you're at. There is no flank. There is no take it to the other side. They know 100% of the time what is going on and where you're going with it. So you have to just power through and commit to the side you're on. And if you're not getting the kills, you just hold back and wait for them to come your way.
Yeah, right now you can kind of see exactly what you're saying here. The side of Veriphy Gaming just collecting onto these kills first. Blockers in position now. Frogger being that lead blocker for his team, but the site does go down. The ball, the EMP, if you want to, whatever you want to call it this year. I've heard it called everything, but again, this window shout from Kaizen, definitely a crucial play, but he finally does get taken care of. Or still not coming in, and it is not going to be happening. I do believe we take it back to mid-map for that neutral reset. But Papa collected a big 3-piece in the top of blue there for him. And they're going to be able to collect onto this point as well. Maybe try to even score this. We'll see what Frogger can do. Doesn't have any lead blockers here. It's going to have to be him with the pistol trying to collect onto these kills first.
Yeah, what I see a lot of teams doing, the person carrying the takeout order, they are pushing up and they have a pistol. The Jaeger's a very competitive pistol in this game, but not when you're going against pros with full guns in their hand. So you gotta have your teams push up ahead. The main way you're ever gonna capture the takeout order and make it delivery to the restaurant is if you have the spawns push to the other side, the other site. If you're running up A, you have to have your teammate standing on A so the defensive players trying to keep you from that spawn on B, and you just walk it right in and you reset the loop over and over. You get 3, 4 in a row. We see that so often in Overload in the games that I've casted. So as soon as someone figures that out, we're going to see repetitive scoring.
Yeah, right now it's just the jostling for position. Really, not really anyone collecting too much time. It is going to be reset back to that neutral point into the middle of map, but you see Kaizen already here into your back blue. It's going to be Ginge, though, making a play onto the point. Has 2 in his top blue. He's got to try to take care of. He takes care of 1. Can he get the point back onto? That's going to be now a 2 dead for Autheryum Gaming. And again, the kill's still favoring them. They have to clear their blue house here to get this point for themselves first, but Papa just dishing and diving around the map, collecting another one as he is in top window. He's going to get another one as well as we switch on over to Frogger as he's going to run this
Number
in
8.
for an easy score. Now 1-0 for the side of Veriphy Gaming.
Sorrow, number 8, pushed up on A. Everyone spawned B, just as I said, and that's how the capture comes through. And if they can repeat this process, they're going to get it locked down. We're looking at them defending B, but if you have too many up there pushed and defending, you have no one on your site, and it gets captured right back. You have to be able to win those fights back for the takeout order in order for the strat to work, but they had too many players spread out and pushed up. It's not going to happen. Here we go. The order is coming in, and I haven't actually seen it spawn in that spot before. That's a pretty close capture. They're able to push up and get them spawning out, but they're not winning their gunfights here. Timer's going to tick down. Now, we saw in the recent update, if someone is holding it in this first round, they have 30 seconds to capture or die, and someone pretty much just has to hop on it here to extend the match time.
Running this for the score here. If they can get onto it, Sorrow just going to be holding the point now. One player from the side of Autheryum here, but it is just going to be timed out there as they do grab it for the last 30 here, maybe trying to hit the last minute buzzer beater if they can. Kaizen does have it in hand. Pistol as well as he turns and burns. That's going to be a 3 dead in the kill feed. Can he collect onto this one outside as he has a blocker in position as well? And now Andy make this play happen. He's going to get the score, and the time goes out as well. Buzzer beater to take the lead 2-1 at half for the side of Veriphy Gaming.
He was buttered in brilliance at the end there. Jeez, what a capture. Picks it up with seconds left, pushes it into the, 30-second overtime. And he goes, pushes it in. He has the blocker. Catches an amazing 50-50 kill with the pistol. Walks it in. And the player from Autheryum was shooting between players, seeing who he wanted to target. You have to kill the guy carrying, because the map ends immediately. That round's over. Like, you're on to the next one. But he didn't know who to shoot. And Kaizen, 2 kills, captures it. Absolute insanity. He was so zesty with that capture, and I love it.
Definitely so. As we head into it again, we see that middle zone being the capture point. We saw in the first round, it took a lot of time for both these teams to try to fill each other out. And again, that's going to be another 3 dead for Ace as he collects onto it. Big kills for him. His team was 3 dead at the moment as Kaizen collects back onto 2 as well. He's going to be stunned up, and he can't get anything done. Now 2 dead for each side. We're going to see that point get reset back into the middle of the map. It was about the minute mark before we really saw teams break into this map. Kaizen now getting onto point, pistol in hand, has a player behind him. His team goes 2 dead now. And this score is going to be very hard to capture as he heads back to the B site. Open point now, free score, now 3-1 for the side of Veriphy Gaming.
They were all focused on, like, one guy as he just ran it in. Like, they know his entire move. They know his intentions. They see his direction, and they still don't go for it. It's like they gave up. Like, Autheryum needs to get that first map out of their head. They gotta lock in. They gotta get this one done. It looked like that was a quick capture back there. So I do like seeing that. So let's see this bounce back.
Yeah, the thing that I've noticed the most here for the side of Veriphy Gaming is they're allowing this team to score back on them because they're too pushed up into the offensive side, and now we have a tie ball game. 2 scores for the side of Autheryum Gaming, and they look to be trying to capture this one again with pistols in hand. This chain is brutal if you're on this blue side house, and again, just seconds away from the point, can't get it in. And unfortunately, the lead does not switch hands. Frogger has the point on back with pistol in hand. Let's see what he can do here, or if he is just going to be able to score or not.
Yeah, you see him wrapping around, and I don't like that he's pushing this corner. He has the pistol out to get a little bit of an advantage. He had the first shot on him. Teammate's going to take him out. Huge teammate play there. Catches one. Kaizen has to get this other kill here. He does. He's just going to go for the dive capture, and he still gets it with the boxes there as cover. Frogger getting it, and the kills after with Sorrow.
Oh, look at the
Frogger
score back. Look at the score back.
insane. 4-3. They pick it up. Look at 7. Kaizen's going to get taken out. That's a capture right back as they're not going to spawn in time. Oh, my God. They catch a capture, and then they just give up. Veriphy has to play defense afterwards.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. Verify's defense looking very weak after the capture. Again, we head to this middle of the map play. We'll see if Verify can capitalize on it. This is a play that will help them a little bit more. It favors them in the scoring potential, but it is not going to be as we see them not be able to pick up the site. As I say that, though, Frogger going to be able to pick out pistol in hand. Kills still going every which way as Papa collects onto 2 now. Make it free for him with pistol in hand. Point does get taken care of, though. Ginge making a play into the back of the map, making sure no one can score here as he does collect back onto it, but he has no blockers in front of him. He's going to have to get a huge pistol kill here, and unfortunately, he cannot. Frogger get it back onto. Now Kaizen, the only one left up for Verify, close to the point. Can he get it? Going down to the last minute here for the time.
Yeah, stun coming out. There we go. It is going to go in overtime if it's tied. Frogger just going for it, leaping over. And it looks like they have the defense set up for the next spawn point. And they're going to go for possibly another capture, but their players are falling. Looking to push up. His teammate has to catch that kill, but he can't. It's going to fall down, and no one is over there. We're going to run this one right in. The spawn timer is going to be at their fault for that one. They answer it back. We're tied up again. We are at match point here. Verify is up 2-0 for the series tonight. Autheryum needs this win to extend the series to see a black card hard point. Let's see if they can get this one done. They have it in their hands. They can't get the capture, though. It's going to flip to the other side. Look at everyone's in middle. They're going to have to rotate back out, but no one's pushed up for the spawns. Number 5 is up there to block it. Has no kills. Gets surrounded. It's going to fall. There's only one player pushed up there for Verify. We are going to see an extension on the timer if it ends tied up, though. Let's see how it can end.
Yeah, we'll see how this happens, as a point is going to be in favor of the side of the Verify team. When the timer goes up, if you die, you're out, and it's going to be a 4v3. We head into an S&D now, and you see now a 3v2 favoring the side of Autheryum Gaming, but they do have the capture point. If you're the side of Verify, you want to keep that capture point now in the 2v2 for sure. Get the capture point, is definitely a favorable position for you, but Frogger gets taken care of now in a 1v1 scenario.
This is huge. No one has it picked up as well, because you got a harp on your ass and you have a pistol. So the second someone touches it, you pretty much lost the game. So I think they're just going to go for the 1v1. Gingy does have the sights on him, though, and he doesn't know that he's getting followed. Is there going to be a kill? He gets away from it. He's going to do the push-up. He's laying down, and then he stands up. That's not going to do it. Oh, my God. That could have gone either way, but here we go. We're going to see a map 4.
Wow, that was crazy. That was a crazy overload map, chat. And Kaizen.
You know, you were calling it a 2v2, but I would not call it a 2v2 if someone is holding it. They know exactly where they are. They know your intentions, and they know all you have is that pistol. That is the first time I've casted the overtime. I actually did not know respawns get turned off as well. That full 2 minutes. If you know that's coming up, like, don't pick it up. Keep your guys up. You know, hopefully they pick it up.
And that's exactly what happened if you're the side of, you know, this Autheryum Gaming side. They didn't pick up the point. They die with the point in hand at the perfect time as it switches on over into overtime. And then from there, they just execute. They play an S&D round and they execute it correctly. We didn't see that in their S&D in map number 2, but this time they do it exactly right and they win the map in the 1v1, and we head to a Black Heart map number 4. I'm excited for this one. This is a bang out map. It's a aim-based map in my personal opinion. Whose aim is better? That's really what the question is here.
Yeah, like seriously good round there. You know, they had the lineups on the side of Veriphy. They were able to run it down. Frogger was going crazy with the hops and leaps, and his name really comes true there. Really putting the caster respect on another caster there in game. But the one thing they were failing at was defense and securing the next spawn of the takeout order, and they were just getting ran on, and they would get killed at the worst times. Respawn timer hits, and it just gets captured right back. Verify looked like they had it at the beginning, and they did, and they just were losing that defense. It's getting captured like under their nose. Even one was under my nose. It was already captured. Like insane.
Exactly.
But I think
Like
we're gonna get a host switch here. Anything else you want to add?
I just want to add, like, the real downfall of the side of Verify Gaming was their defensive side. Yeah, they're scoring, they have offensive pressure, but they don't really have anybody back in their spawn holding it down to collect on the back push. Not really holding back onto the next point either. So it's an easy capture for Autheryum to capture back onto, and that's really what happened the entire game. But yeah, I do believe we're going to get a host switch. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be back in just a couple minutes. We're going to go to a break. We will be seeing a black hard point in the next one. So we'll be back in just a couple seconds.
Oh my. Oh my god!
Hardpoint identified.
Oh my god!
Dead. You're on. Dead. Oh.
Oh, good win.
That's 22. Oh my god!
take it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We're headed onto a Blackheart. An interesting map here. Map number 4. Not really expected to be here, but we are here. First two maps, Veriphy Gaming locked it up. But, you know, Autheryum come back in the overload game mode. We'll see if they can come back in this next hard point, take us to map 5, or if we are going to finish on map number 4. We'll see what happens as we head into it. Aim-based map here. Very brawl style as well. We'll see what happens as we open up on into it. Back and forth kills. First kill's gonna favor the side of Veriphy Gaming as they collect on 3. Make it, never mind, not all 4 as they finally collect on all 4 dead there for a second. But the point goes back in favor of the side of Autheryum. Back and forth hill. This is a very back and forth map. This hill point number 1 is a jostling for position like we talk about for most of these hills. We'll see if they can fight for P2. Going to be a very, very crucial point for these sides, and we'll see if they have the spawn port headed into it. But right now, Veriphy in the driver's seat.
Yeah, I love the P1 for this map because there's a lot of cover, and there's full cover, half cover. You got the spinny thing in the center. It gives you a lot of confidence as a player that you're going to win your fights, when in reality, it could be anywhere, and someone hits through that jump side at any time, pops up out of nowhere to get you. But, you know, it's all about the P2 spawns as we see Autheryum was able to hold. And they were pretty good on rotations for the first ever game we saw tonight. And I think that last map on that win on their side gave them that little bit of spunk that they needed. A little bit extra grease in the fryer to get this cooking done. And here we go with them getting those points back and locking down this spawn. But they got a little thorn in their side, and that's Papa getting 2, but no one is over there. But the collapse is going to come in. Gingy is the only one on the hill. He's not going to get it, and the swap goes over and goes tied up.
And you see the swap happening again. Very close scoreline as we head into a P3. Location's going to have to be fought over again. It's on the other side of the map. You see Frogger making the play now happen as he is headed into the back of the map. He's going to collect onto 1. Can he get any more here for the side of Veriphy? Right now, they're just trying to fight into this back spawn. They know they have the hill, but they have to continue to fight through the back. And more kills still going back and forth.
Yeah, they get forward out there, but no one had the spawns, and they're just going to filter it in. There's a lot of entrances to this with cover. You see possibly any of them do the hop up. A lot of super jumps over stuff. It's hard to get a lock on a lot of these players because they're below you, they're above you in the sky. A lot of elevation changes on this hill. But we're seeing 3 men on the site. And the lead goes in the side of Autheryum, but they are very close as it switches out. That's a full wipe again. So we're going to get rotated into the next hill here shortly.
And again, we head back over to the other side of the P3. We'll see them try to fight for this rotation. Ties it into the middle of the map. 11-8, make it 11-9 for him as he gets taken down. Now Papa 11-5, holding down the middle of the map rotations, knowing that the play is going to probably happen there. It is going to be Sorrow taken out as well. Now Frogger left up by himself, trying to fight 3 on the hill. He collects onto 2 as he snaps back onto that second one as well, knowing now the play is coming through the P1. He's going to fight off of this P2 as well. And again, he finally does get taken care of. And the play still favoring the side of Veriphy for now. Up 40, headed into this P3.
Now looking at KDs and hill time spread out real nice on the side of Veriphy. Looking at the score, they're over doubled up right now. They have anchors, and Frogger is going nuts. The first time we saw these guys play tonight, Frogger was falling off, and he stepped up ever since then. And I gotta respect him for it. You know, Gingy's sitting on a 0.5 KD. We got Ace not looking too hot. You know, everyone on Autheryum is losing a little bit of gas here as they get caramelized in the chaos that Veriphy is putting on them. Here we go on the next set of hills. Ace is there, but loses his shot, and it's going to leave Gingy all by himself, and that's not going to be enough. And now Drizzy all by himself. And we keep seeing a lot of these all by themselves push into these hills. They got to work as a team to take these over. They're getting a little too gung-ho as they try to take these hills on, and Solo's not going to cut it.
Yeah, the break is just not going to happen from solo plays. We talk about team chows as another 2 dead happens in the kill feed here for Veriphy. They're just collecting on these team chows, not allowing them to split them up at all. And again, another 2 dead, make it 3 again. Can we get the 4-man? And there it is. Now you're spawning in Narnia if you're the side of... And again, Frogger just holding down middle of the map, just controlling pace the entire time, just knowing what is going on for Veriphy. And right now, they know exactly what it takes to win this map. Just an aim-based map, raw style. And they're doing exactly that, not allowing these guys to get onto hill. So we see the P1 pop back in favor of the side of Veriphy again, back and forth, to be honest with you.
Yeah, Veriphy, you know, Frogger, I don't think he's left P1 for the past couple of minutes. He has just been saucing it up, not letting any rotations through mid. As you get in the mid of this map, you can go any of the 4 directions to get where you need to. He's been winning close engagements against people holding a knife. The guy's just insane. He's getting the jumps, finishes his kill there. Kill after kill after kill. Pops in on a 5 streak right now, 23 and 9. Just hopping up and down around. He's just crazy. His feet is almost never on the ground. Teammates finishing kills with him. 6 streaker right now. He has a Hellstorm in the pocket yet. On top of being 140 in the lead. 25 and 9. And he just keeps winning. Gingy finally shuts him down, but gets traded immediately by Frogger. The P1 King, who's not giving it up. As we see on stream, he misses all of his shots there finally. And here's P2. We only have 1 player over there because no one from Autheryum wants it. And finally, they all collapse down, able to anchor it down, but the collapse getting answered right back from Veriphy. They're teaming up to get it done. It leaves 1 player alone. They're just getting singled out by the entire team. It's usually Frogger putting that last bullet in. See Papa on the screen here. Always takes his engagements 20 feet in the air. He gets that information, gets his shots on, gets those headshots in, and Papa goes crazy. As we see production swap through all the green players, and they get a kill within the second of him swapping to it, you know that they are cooking.
Yeah, they're absolutely in flow state right now, ladies and gentlemen. And oh, fuck, no way.
Production game just crashed as it ended 227-54 for us, and we'll see how that goes. The players could still be playing as it ends up. We'll see how that goes in the chat, but I think it's pretty easy to call it that Veriphy was going to win that one. Are we off then?
Oh my. Oh my god!
Hard point identified.
Oh my god!
All right, gamers. So that ends it. We got the GGs in the chat. All the players left their group chat on Discord, so we can't get you an interview. But I'm sure Frogger would have had a lot of good stuff to say. But Verify, GG's on them. Let's give you a little rundown for anyone that might have missed it. We started off on Hardpoint Den. Uh, Crazy scenarios, allegations, and confirmations going back and forth. The first time we saw the map, it was 250 to 202 on the side of Autheryum. Back and forth. Autheryum did really well in rotations. Drizzy doing a really good job. Ace and Gingy both got over 2 minutes on Hill. But there were some GAs, and we had a lag out from Papa. So they agreed on a reset, and it completely flipped. Verify gets 250 to 121 on the redo. And then apparently there's more GAs that happen. Game took like an hour to get resolved. And then we saw P2. It stood Verify 1-0. Starting off S&D raid, it was very nice for the side of Verify. And by very nice, I mean perfection. 6-0. Frogger started 5-0 with a bomb defuse. And then Papa got a 5-0 with a bomb plant. They did amazing. Kaizen did really good sniping. He was pretty much leading the team on the angles that he was able to take down. So good on him for that. And that really secured their wins. Then on map three, we thought, maybe he's going to go 3-0 after seeing that 6-0. And they, Ethereum just didn't wake up. And they started out, it was what, 3-1. And then Ethereum was really answering back. They saw a hole, and the hole was in Verify's defense, and they were answering back captures and tying it up. So a really good play from, I believe it was Kaizen. He held the pistol and got a capture on overtime at halftime, but we got to overtime at the end. It was actually my first time casting an overtime at the end of the game. It was tied 5-5, and it goes to S&D rules, essentially. And Verify was holding the takeout order. And unlike S&D, who's ever holding the bomb is stuck to a pistol, and the entire map knows your location. So they were not able to win that one due to that. And Ethereum takes it. We're off to map 4 on Blackheart. The production did lag out there, but they lagged out at 227.54. Pretty set in stone how that one was going to end up. Verify was really on the point in case, and Frogger had it locked down. I don't have anyone in any of the chats in the entire Discord of Elite Warfare Gaming right now, so I can't get any interviews, not even on the losing side, unfortunately. But me personally, and I'm sure that the real Nick would agree with me here that Frogger does get MVP for the night. He was hopping and skipping and slaying out and doing a really good job. So good on everyone. Good on production. Thank you all for watching Elite Warfare Gaming, for cooking it up, and we will all see you in the next one.